Hello, hello, my friends. How's it going? About that time, it is another Friday. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a good end to your week. Out here in ye old Indiana, schools have just let out. Um, Pizza just got out of school today, and quite a few other schools around here have also gotten out. So it's officially the summertime for the kiddies, which means that it's officially summer for pretty much everyone else, except for me, except for people that work regularly during the year. Pizza's got a well-deserved break coming up, but it's not super long. She's doing like summer school stuff. But yeah, it's still gonna be fun. I think the summer's gonna be fun, just in general, because we're gonna be moving towards the end of it. We got all sorts of fun shit that we can be doing. It's gonna be pretty great. How are you guys doing this week? I hope the start of summer has been pretty good for you guys as well. It's been just hot and humid in general around here. Usually around the Midwest, it just gets really, really humid. We're gonna get back into Disco Elysium today. I don't know how far along we are in general. But I do know that I haven't gotten the body down yet, and that's apparently something I should have done fairly quickly, and I haven't yet. I think I just empathize.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Yeah,
Kuno
I
does.
want to buy those pants, but I don't have the money for it, so. But we're supposed to be internalizing this advanced race theory. I guess if we find a book, we can advance time, because I don't think there's really much of anything else we can do around here. I'm still loving how stylish I am. That tan coat and orange beanie combo. He's ahead of his time, truly. Look at him. He definitely looks, and he's got blue gloves on. He definitely looks like a hobo. It's great. Just stylish man. He's also got a mesh tank top on underneath the white coat. Beanie, flare cut trousers, snakeskin shoes, and some fingerless gloves. He does kind of look like John Lennon.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Look through the pile of Wirral-related. That's
An
the
endless
Helm
variety of
Helm
source
doll.
books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition.
Okay.
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Velkrag.
Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my eye.
There's a box that says
Am I into
Wirral,
tabletops?
3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module. The
Module.
side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25
That's a lot.
Rial. That price is steep.
Yeah.
But then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Okay, we're out of here. I do need a book, but like. Yeah. What the fuck? We need a book. We need a book, but I don't have any money. Oh boy. I don't think there's anything. I don't even know where to go. I don't think we've already gotten everything out here. What? There's got to be like a free book somewhere that we can read. Somebody's got to have a free book. Because apparently at nighttime there's a disco ball that drops down, and there's a passed out worker that has an ID card that we can use to get into the Union. We already got everything we need out of these guys. We've gotten everything in there. God, that poor body has been hanging there for like 8 days. What?
On the ground.
I don't think there's anything we can do up here, but who knows? I think we already did this check, but I'm unsure. Can you go any faster? Come on now. Come on now, Harry.
A tarpaulin cloak.
Yeah, we already did it. That's annoying. I guess we could go check out that apartment building. That might be our best bet. Pizza's trying her best to glamour me up. Alright, maybe this apartment complex will be... You cute. I don't know where we're gonna find a replacement boule for our dear old saint man. I was going back over the conversation that I had with him, and I was like, yeah, fuck this guy. I don't think I want to get his boule back. I threw his boule. His boule, I threw it into the ocean, and he was mad at me, but then he turned out to be massively sexist. Yeah.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges.
Looks like we found where
Secured to
Kuno's
the door
dad
frame
lives.
With a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity.
So, if we equip the chain cutters... Let's try this.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety. It should be
I
easy,
failed!
but it's just an awkward angle, okay? The door doesn't really open wide enough to really get the cutters through.
Trouble with the chain, officer?
Oh boy. These are no ordinary chains, they are titanium trains. Why did I say it like that? Hey, titanium chain. Hey, don't look at me, you're the one packing shitty chain cutters.
Of course, officer. My RCM regulations, recently distributed cutters are the problem.
You can't stand for that. Come on, show him what you can really do.
Won't be beat by a goddamn door.
How can
What?
this be? How can such a simple chain defy our best efforts?
What?
Are you that bad with your hands? I do not understand.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. What?
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Wow. How did we fail such a high check twice in a row? Was it on purpose? There's no way. Okay. We're supposed to come back and see that guy at night. But we still have to wait. How else can you pass time in this game? How to pass time, Disco Elysium. Playing board games. Lines of dialogue increase time by 23 seconds. What do you have to say?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
Yes, reality is your side case, an experimental side case.
I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Encephalopathy?
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
Oh boy.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
What? Why? Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. Nor you would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution.
What?
It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Local Santa. Anybody want to be a local Santa? I wonder if I'll ever end up being a Santa at some point.
If you have a well-groomed, natural, welcoming smile and bright eyes. He described as a jolly old fellow. Pronouncing how hearty ho 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 is. Milk and cookies are delicious.
Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into
So
the
we're like
ocean.
a little inland.
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water,
Huh.
the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities.
Bleh.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a
Caillou.
pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks of the river.
So is it like a
Esperance.
continent? They made it make it sound like an
Delta of this
island.
river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her and to humanity at large.
Tell me about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality. Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
The great kind?
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Who built it?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your
Il
creed.
Marat. Squadala! We're off! When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
I know time. This is something I know. And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile,
Fertile.
self-sufficient island, able to sustain up to 200 million
200
in the
million.
middle of the Insulindic Ocean. The world's connected
So it is like a
tissue.
it is like a
It's
continent.
where the money is.
So we're pretty much at the center of the world. So we're in an unimportant part of an important place.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
These words mean things. Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time.
Okay, Inland Empire,
There
calm
is no
down.
recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Say nothing.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about him.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask. About
Thanks,
even-
Kim.
Might I suggest not asking them
Oh.
all right now? Monsieur will be...
Don't tell me what to do,
Absolutely.
Kim.
My commitment here is long-term.
But I want to know everything now.
That is understandable. But perhaps it's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Kim.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
What is reach for something fundamental? What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late
Too late for what?
for the big time.
The big time. Her eyes light up. What's the big time?
The revolution.
What is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real
That makes sense.
kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out? Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Well, damn.
She's not gloated. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too.
Oh no!
They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Wait. Those would be communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. The communists killed 2 million people. $40 million died. 2 million of them were killed by the communists. Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then. Oh no! That's a truly a kerfuffle. Truly.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes. The Insulindian deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I love that king. Fucking commies. I don't care about kings. Cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse.
Risk-averse.
Leon was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution.
Ultra-liberals.
Called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all? How did the libs do it?
So much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Yeah.
She's one of them. Of course.
Everyone got shot. Who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground.
Oh boy.
The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and
The
Sur-la-Clay,
moralist.
the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At
Fair.
least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the
Technically
same
speaking,
law they
you
took.
are a moralist.
Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am. I am also not. I don't think I am a moralist, ma'am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in my line of work.
Oh boy. When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten
Oh
involved.
shit. Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease.
When did this game come out?
Which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov
Mazov.
and overthrew the government.
What did this Zarath do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
What?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
What is this zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones.
The free market!
Under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations.
Interregnum.
And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter.
Elf boy?
Outside,
We have an
Officer
elf boy?
Elf boy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Wait, you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
time flies.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they, though?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and
Cocaine!
using. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
Okay.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just... we could have had so much more.
You damn
Every one of
straight.
us. If only we played it right.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
They're good apes, actually.
I don't know about that.
What would you have done differently then?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
I would have killed more. I asked you, who are you in all this?
And I asked you, past-less detective of the citizens' militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
I don't know what I would have done differently.
And you would have died, most likely. Not
Damn.
far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city.
No way, I wouldn't have fought with the communards.
Then you would have died fighting against them. Long before
Wait,
the beachhead.
I didn't
Our
mean...
time is a shadow
Damn it, I
cast
meant...
by that day.
The way they phrased that was fought with them, like fought against them, but they meant like fight as in allies, and I didn't mean... That's enough about the... What would you have done?
Good question.
No,
Let's see.
her first.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
With the... Oh boy. With some hygiene, modest social care, and perhaps a little research
Good
program.
hygiene. Really. When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my
Oh,
position.
damn.
The abattoir.
Understandable.
That's enough about the
They
times.
are what they are. Who knows? Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you? Oh, say nothing.
I am the vilest of the vile.
Huh.
A traitor. A devourer of nations.
Interesting.
And infants. I am an ultra.
Dios mio, a liberal! Cool, I liberate pretty hard myself. Oh boy. Yeah.
Yes. I am the
Dios mio, a lib!
swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution.
Oh damn.
My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a centrist at heart.
No, I'm not.
A real
I'm not a
moron,
centrist. How dare you?
Now that I've
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
You're a monster. I don't care.
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten, if not forgiven. Save a prayer for us in our chateaus. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez.
Oh damn.
And not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Eastern down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the
Vitamin
brain.
B?
Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest
no.
too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
Causes encephalopathy.
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly.
Yes, I perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie. Out
What?
in the open somewhere.
Necktie, why? What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is Rue de Saint-Ghislain 33A?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings.
Tenements.
Tenements, you see. And new buildings. Bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Damn.
Splat, splat.
Oh no.
Wonderful.
You get him, Cindy. What is that? Point to Cindy the skull.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
Are you calling her a hipster?
She prefers a fantasy world.
Oh my god.
An infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
I think I may be part of an infraculture.
And what would that be?
I don't know. I just feel it. Disco. I'm disco, man.
I can see that, yes. I dabble in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. Nothing infra about disco, baby.
You're disco?
Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me.
The new?
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished.
Ravished.
The 30s.
Ravished is such
Came out
an intense word.
Revolutionary ravishol. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-coloured everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now,
Sounds fun. I can't remember a single thing.
wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone.
Let's see if we can do this.
Facing a mirror, perhaps.
Oh,
It
we failed.
remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Let's try this one.
A strange coldness comes over you. It's on the tip of your tongue. A doubt of sorts already in your head. But it's not fully formed yet.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little
Okay. Well, we passed a good amount of time with that. Have we internalized? Yeah, we did.
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race.
The
storm.
race storm?
It is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to me.
Interesting. Well, let's go talk to Measurehead. I also need to level up my interfacing. Oh, we still have more skill points. We can probably also forget the race theory once we talk to Measurehead. Split a kilo with Kuno. Split a kilo with Kuno. That's awful. Okay, finally we'll be able to get into the Union. We need to get this fucking body down. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what questions he has to ask us about our race theory.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think I know what the race enigma is.
And
It's shit. Let me into the fucking harbor. Paradoxically, you plan to supersede the Occidentals with their own race theory. This racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. It's just something you shock people with, liberal and progressives people. It's whatever you want it to be. It's a free association language exercise. Degenerate race hero. I don't know about the rest, but it's clear I should stop drinking the ancient Ilmer on mind poison Al Ghul. This dump is ready to be superseded by the... Oh, no. This racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money.
look, babe, the rich man has humiliated and emasculated this complet. He can only think in base materialist categories and feminine abstractions like money.
Rich man really fucked him over, Jean.
Oh my god.
His rage is already played out on the stage of history as the grotesque tragedy of revolution. All it can accomplish now is impotent academic text and
Impotent.
rock and roll melody. Impotent class.
He said it twice.
I take pity on you. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will
That's all I wanted.
Very well. You may enter the door.
Our
once.
race conversation is concluded. Fucking measurehead. Okay. Let's get rid of this shit. This garbage. Garbage. Okay, let's fucking get in here. How does he... Wait. Is this the door? Oh shit. So now we gotta go talk to the union boss. Every worker equals member of the board is written on top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo in Demand Democracy. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. Postcard. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Ew. Gross. Magnesium! Oh shit. Neat office shades. What are the ones that I have on? What do they do? +1 to logic. I like that. Facts and logic, baby.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Twoo.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out.
Drugs?
Materials coming into Revachol from the
Did we
outside
find the
world,
drugs?
and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Couron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
I'm a pro. I'm a pro.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes. Special whirling borscht.
Borscht.
Water Everart's plants. Sweep office
It's just a
floor.
to-do list.
More banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim, a to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
Take another look at the
Remember,
note.
Leo, all items on the list have been crossed
Special
out, and
whirling
the note
borscht.
draws the slight.
Okay. Hey, a book. Just what we needed. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds.
The imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side
The
says,
clock.
tokens unavailable due to strike. Use.
Okay. Upstairs we go. Oh, and my coat.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle. As
Give me
your
my
fingers
quote.
touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours.
Thanks, coat. This gives me +1 to conceptualization, but I'm just gonna put it on. Oh god, it looks so bad. Oh yeah, this is real hobo hours. Oh man, this is real good. This is super good. I'm digging it. White tank top. Yeah, no, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping it. Okay.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected as your hand enters the pocket. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots.
That's disgusting.
You should inspect it closer if you have time. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty.
I kind of want apricot gum. I think that would be cool.
Clay into the apricot flavored chewing gum. Loved.
Let's see what we got here.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet or some ancient temple.
End of summer.
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold.
What?
For a moment,
Why am I
the
just
world's store of
hallucinating?
precious metals seems there is a movement next to you. The shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Bruh. Bruh. Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Whatever petrochemical byproducts they used to create this artificial flavor have bonded tightly to the wrapper, or until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes, made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. Feels
Interesting.
So familiar.
Ancient temple.
Yes.
Ancient
from the height
temple?
of antiquity, a long, long time ago.
Well, shit. We got a new thought already. Derealization. Huh. We found a trace of entity who's been stalking across the plains. Oh wow. I guess we'll do this one. Jamas, Jama, Vu, Jama, Vu. All right. All right. All right. All right. What we got here? Collecting rainwater. We get all sorts of shit to look at. All around you, great machines and quiescence. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. What do we got up here? Actually... Yeah. What do we got here? At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts, numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red, and potent Pilsner.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, Rene.
Oh no, it's the racist guy. So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized.
Take the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, Rene, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. Rene looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
It's instinctual to collect evidence. I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it
Maybe I can fix him. I can fix him, okay? All right. I guess all we got is downstairs. It's like a fortress. What we got here? It's a button.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allumer on, éteindre off.
Why did he say it differently? Press my...
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a
Playing with containers.
through the air.
Playing with cranes. Don't worry about me. Yikes. What am I doing? Oh boy.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk,
Interesting.
the crane places the container. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action.
I kind of want to see the crane now. Let's go look at it. Money! You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe? I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers.
Why not?
We are here to get the body done.
But Mom! Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Knock on the door.
No reply.
What if I equip the crowbar? That's gotta do something.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. You attempt to turn the handle. To your left.
Well, I guess we're not gonna be opening that. Let's go move it back. Oh my god. Come on, can you go downstairs? Please, just go down the stairs.
Thrust in control. Crane does not return.
Oh boy, I broke the crane. I didn't do anything. Hey, more money. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Are they now? What do we got here? The musk of oil and rust comes from a chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Ew. The speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. Oh yeah, that's right, because they're not working. Hey, you got to the docks. Yeah, finally. Is this, like, empty? Maybe I need the pry bar? Oh, shit. Ooh, that's how you open those doors. What? Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. I got some foam gloves. Amazing. Great. Who's you? Who's this guy?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone.
Oh my god.
Huh? Well, hey there.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
Actually, I am, yes. What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you... You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Arish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
What's going on here?
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Aw, he's so sincere. Leo, has anyone told you why you need to... Thanks, Leo. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union
No
is.
shit, Leo.
You don't have to work when
His
you're
name's
on strike.
Easy Leo. I just noticed that.
We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What trouble did Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details.
Boys are
That's
boys.
just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not gonna be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
I bet.
You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everett has a brother called Edgar, and he helped Leo.
You work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard.
Leonard.
by the way. Leonard
Oh,
Relic,
that's
but
why his
everyone
name
calls me
Leo.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Dude.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am.
He's so
Yes,
overly
Stay on
cheery.
this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Aw.
Doctor,
Leo.
my mates have said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
Okay, so this is the union fixer, the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too.
Huh.
Telling the gardener you know her name might throw her off. Perhaps something to consider later.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes.
He's
to
so
myself.
adorable, I love
That
him.
old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits.
I want some borscht.
Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up, who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Something's off about this borscht. I'm going to look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
What's in the container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school
Damn, Leo.
when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
He's so good. Such a good lad. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Container. Wait, is his office a container? Oh, no. Holy fuck, it actually is. What? Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. What the fuck? A taxidermy fish that tells time.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least
my God.
surprised. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good.
Oh no.
Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously.
I don't know
bad
how to feel
vibes
about
from
this.
that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing.
Take a seat.
Forget about it.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachel Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should
The
take
chair's
care
gonna
of
kill
that
me.
nonsense.
The chair's gonna kill me. He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Okay.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence.
Gart.
He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Take the comically large check, but don't say anything.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me?
No,
No, it's cool. You've got integrity.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure
boy.
you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that
Are they
lost
gonna try and
gun.
exploit me?
his slug-like lips move, but all you hear, the world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escaped when he said, "Don't worry." He actually meant, be very worried.
I'm not worried. I got this. I would appreciate any help you could provide. I'm not worried. I got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you're not this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't
I
you?
hate him,
Everything's
actually.
going
I'm starting to
all
hate
right.
him.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim. Let's do it.
You're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull?
Oh boy.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Harry Dubois? Is that my name? There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to where you're safe. Please. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois at
Oh yeah,
right
man, I'm
back at
fucking
you.
great.
He's Mr. Dubois.
Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Thanks, Kim.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
What's a good one? Good one. Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? Good leading question.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume...
And
man had
the
something
boys
to do with the
admitted to
murder.
it.
Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints at the crime scene, worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race signs.
No to the race science.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big, impressive one. You know,
Ethnic looking?
tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of
Big
memory
fat
trouble,
folder
I can
with my
help you
big
out.
fat
With
folder.
my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from it. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Have another look at the folder. Where did you... Do you know anything about my family? Do you know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st
Jamrock.
and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy.
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Let's jump to the folder.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those
the fuck?
Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt.
He got the name from the Census Bureau. And everything else? from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man.
Oh my
so is there
god.
anything
We
else
caught
I can
him
do
out.
for you?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you.
Nice.
Pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So, the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand.
Been weighing on
you
me.
need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar. Pretend to play into his hand.
Why don't you just
Then, should you wish,
open it yourself?
bend his effort.
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do.
Okay.
You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything
The
that
big
goes on
cheese.
in Martinez.
The big cheese, the big cheese. I bet you don't even know anything. Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
I can't accept this thing.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you did.
Yes, we both understand what you...
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. That your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on, could he really be holding my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Wait, the gun may have been bought from Troy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding
The
your
hot
lost
tip.
gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now, please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great...
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
I will not be blackmailed with this gun business.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating...
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking...
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, Make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what
Oh
you're
my
talking
God.
about. And he doesn't care either.
I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I
Joyce!
haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals
What?
here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Hey, I'm cleaning right now, but happy stream. And cute top. Oh, thanks, Barely. Good to see you here.
Whoa. That's so nice of him.
So nice of him.
Suspiciously nice.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished. Vanished!
Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting.
What?
Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is,
Why does he have a
her heart
lazy
wasn't
eye?
it. Mine was.
If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd. Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this
Joyce.
This is a completely transparent organization.
You don't say.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
Thanks,
It is
Everett.
rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil.
Yeah, I'm a big racist. It's basically like that in my head all the time. It was a tactic. I needed to get in somehow. It's not like I'm a tactical racism.
Of course, Harry. Of course. You're not some kind of a fantastic racist now. And rest assured, no one's gonna hear about it. No one's gonna know what you did with race there, Harry. Your race bonanza is safe with me.
I hate
Word
him.
of how racy it got will never leave Martinez. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Okay. I'm told the union isn't involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
Fun fact, that chair can actually kill you if you forget to heal. Oh boy. Have a heart attack in the fucking union boss's office. No, I'm not.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me.
Wound.
So do what you want.
He's hiding his real.
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man.
Oh boy. Okay, well. We found some shit. I guess let's get out of here. Go talk to Miss What's-Her-Face. What we got? It's not even nighttime yet. It's almost nighttime. What we got here? Money! There are also some containers that I didn't realize I could open because I didn't have the crowbar.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to
Rhetoric,
have
we're gonna
grown
try and
slightly.
debate the door.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
God damn it. Walsen means whale fjord in Arden. Whale fjord. So there might be a few containers that we weren't originally able to open that I can go find and open now. All right. Oranje. Ugh. Stay hydrated, folks. The future belongs to Measurehead. Bruh, I guess we'll talk to Measurehead.
Your race descent has only worsened.
Jesus Christ, Measurehead. Everett told you to help us get the body down from the tree. Shut the fuck up.
So it was. My unpromising race pupil entered the harbor and used my superior.
My bare hands.
You're so noble.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be.
Okay then.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Measurehead's gonna go take down a necrotic, rotting, bloated corpse from a tree with his bare hands.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
We're just trying to keep things from going to shit. Why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Apparently so.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
His face is still there. I don't. I've seen enough of that dead body already.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs! Is this—
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity I get. I'll work with whoever I want. Yeah.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across
Kuno!
the internet. The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him,
Oh boy.
walking past him.
Did he get it down? Why is he clipping through? Interesting.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself.
Race victory?
You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Thank you for your cooperation, Measurehead.
Farewell, ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich? He called me ham sandwich. Measurehead crushes. So the body's been removed. Let's go check it out. Oh, that's gross. Oh, he just chopped. Chop, chop.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Well, it's down.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
The fuck are they on about? Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else to cut his shit open? Got it.
The
We gotta do it.
lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus
I need to get this game.
is the
It is
world's
very, very
highest
good,
summit,
Adnan.
and the failure
Hey,
of
nice
the
to see you.
13th Single, Et puis descend to crack the top 20.
It's
was
been
the
a blast
death
so
knell of
far.
disco.
You should definitely
But
play it.
What a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, I'll take it like a man.
And hygienically,
I need a pair then. Can we return to this shortly?
let's not go glove hunting, please. Let's use division of labor.
Oh boy.
I perform the anatomical side. while
Oh
you
boy.
take notes.
Kim, I'm so sorry. We just filled this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
We inspected our ledger! Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Assistant.
That's you.
Write the initials.
the corpse is indifferent to your
Very
scribblings.
visceral with the hanged man and all.
Just realize
Yeah.
that the next box says
KK57.
This body's been hanging there for so long. This has gotta be the worst autopsy.
0815.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the scene before you.
And what would that make the alphanumeric?
HDB 41 0803.
Help me out with the time
Help
of
me
day.
out with the time of day, anyone. 1111.
11:11?
Meaningful.
Make a wish.
10:15. It's understated.
Let's do... Like Pathologic when you're playing a doctor and everyone was like, you're a doctor, help us. And the story is literally you constantly saying, just kidding, the doctor thing was a goof, a boondoggle. I'm not a cop. Let's go with 1111.
Good. Let's go with that.
Goodest of the good cops.
The lieutenant is quite surprised you managed to come up with an adequate case number.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Hobocop seems oddly appropriate, not gonna lie. He really does. He's got a mesh tank top on, a fucking coat, a beanie. He's looking slick. The lieutenant corrects his glasses. Roughly 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Muindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
Whitish. Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
Fucky, fucky! No!
Male.
Pigs could have sex.
Right, fucky, fucky. Right, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Oh, Lord.
What else?
I'm definitely picking this up next sale. All my
Body
favorite
identified
mutuals just
by
love it.
Is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's
Yeah,
case.
this is one that I had learned about from Temp and also Casey Explosion. So this is one of the games that I picked up on recommendation from her. And then I also picked up Mundon yesterday. So I'm going to play that as well because she's been recommending that as well.
HDB 41 0803.1111 listens motionless with the cargo belt still around
Evidence of
his neck.
treatment?
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds
Oh.
post-mortem.
Well,
Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
I'm not so sure.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath.
Oh no.
Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
Aeronox video essay on Mundon is H-bomb levels of amazing. It's both the story, but after you play, worth a watch. Yeah, I'll definitely will.
somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she is dead more than anything.
That's
else.
dark
The
as
building
fuck.
is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one.
Internet in the boondocks out here stinks, but have a ton of fun, be safe, and I'll definitely bother you later and show up more. Hey, thanks, Adnan. I appreciate you a lot.
And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Jeez, I just like spaced out hardcore while Kim's
The corpse
with this
cannot
corpse.
feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
The make of the breeze.
See, it's happening.
Oh god.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive.
The disappointment is palpable.
Oh no.
The red-haired thing.
The
was
red-haired
expecting
thing.
something
Write it down.
more.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone
When am I
else.
gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep, I hope this
Do
has
I want
helped you,
these
my
boots? I think I want these boots. No, but then I wouldn't be able to wear them because Kim would be like, where the fuck did you get those boots? I'll omit the boots. I don't need the boots.
Tattoos.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I did omit the boots anyways.
The upper torso is covered in a single.
It's fine. We still have the option to do it if we need to.
Electronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini.
I'm good.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot.
That's some heavy-duty
Color,
shit.
Yellow. Length, 3 meters. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing.
Is it that cold outside?
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair. Write it down. Short, light brown, male pattern baldness.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking...
Kuno, stop!
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Write down but amend for high velocity.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the
You got just the right tool for that. The
Oh
chain
yeah,
cutters.
I'm prepared.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his
That's
nose.
disgusting. Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
Oh,
No,
God.
he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
I'm not your pig, Kuno. Oh God. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
I'm not your pig, Kuno.
You are? You're Kuno's pig?
Concentrate on the belt, not on who is whose pig. There is
Okay,
no
let's
pig.
fucking get it.
There are only the chain cutters. You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them
Fuckity
to
fuck.
the lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
Rotate some more.
A really, really bad smell is coming from there now. And some kind of
Oh, we gotta cut it.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggoty. Corpse fucking...
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Let him work.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee.
Oh, God, Kim.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut, and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet.
Oh, boy.
Revealing the dead
That was
man's
so
neck
nerve-wracking.
and the dark red ligature mark.
Here. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with...
I gotta
a
drop
chunk
out since
from
my phone is gonna die. Alright,
1.5
temp.
meters.
See ya.
Chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant.
Protuberant.
Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Does he look like he was enjoying? Write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars.
Oh shit, 30% of his body is covered in scars.
40% of his skin. Last item, hands.
Let the lieutenant work alone.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done.
Oh boy.
What next?
Internal examination summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Oh, right.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant.
I hate it.
Hyoid bone.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead
I hate
man's
it.
throat
No, it's
and begins
gross.
to massage it
Icky,
gently.
icky.
A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
He begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth. Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it.
That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. NA. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood
I guess
has
I might as well do it fast just for him.
feet and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
Oh.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injury summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Bite marks?
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has
Oh,
caused
it's
damage.
birds.
To
Do they call them bite
Ontology
marks?
does not need to be consulted.
Do birds bite?
And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal postmortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity,
Fuck off.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
God damn it, Kuno.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man, beneath the description of...
Right. Next, a dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters.
Wasn't the hyoid bone
fractured.
the thing they were talking about when Jeffrey Epstein was hung?
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. but it's a start. Let's wrap this up.
All right.
I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy. I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Oof. Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something?
Oof. Try to remove the dead man's boot. Tell me something, dead man. Let's try it.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
In his pants again.
He pulled down his breeches. Marbling is present around the crotch.
That's disgusting.
Penis has shrunk.
Can't get enough of that dick.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I've got a gut feeling that there's more to this corpse.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it
Okay,
fast.
where do we find a fridge for the body?
Hey, wasn't there a giant iceberg
Ooh,
sarcophagus?
Kim! Coming in with the banger ideas. Why? Yes, there was. An absolutely colossal fridge in the shape of an ice bear.
Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the DC.
Okay, we have to go. Is Kuno upset about the body being down?
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Stop using the K word. It belongs in the past. Oh no, don't, no! Don't call the kids that.
Can't tell Kuno what words to use. Fucking kipped.
Oh god. Looks like it does have a place in the future after all. What is this, a word museum? You want to belong to a museum, Kuno, with the old people?
Fuck you. Kuno says kipped if he wants to. Kuno's dad says kipped all the time.
What?
Kipped's a cool word.
Oh my god, why is it so cold outside?
Kipped, kippity kipty kip.
It's like a little engine has come alive on
Oh,
the
no.
other side of the fence. An engine that only says,
Racial slurs.
Kipped. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay, let's go to this fucking ice bear fridge.
all around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershot. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields
Oh wow,
you
all
from
the lights
rain
turned on.
while the city shivers around you.
What is in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken
Shivers is
seafront
actually a pretty
crumble
cool.
on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts? Run your fingers through your dampened hair. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Shake your shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
What's in the north?
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. The evening news.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Filthy water pools.
Hello, I'm here for a moment. Hey, barely.
Droplets of rain slip from the dead man's cold cheeks.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
Hope everyone is having a good weekend. I haven't been able to stick around chat for a minute. Yeah, I know, right? It's cool. We all get busy. I've had school lately, so I've been pretty busy in general as well. I've had school and working on writing a review for a tech magazine and doing studying and stuff. It's been busy as shit. But it's the summer coming up, and pretty soon we're gonna be moving. So hopefully that'll help us. Things will kind of cool down a little bit. I won't be as busy. And I'm supposed to be graduating at the end of the year, so that'll also make me less busy. It's the busy season at my job, and I've been visiting friends after getting vaccinated. Yeah, right? I need to go do more shit. I need to go do more shit in general now that I'm vaccinated. We're planning on going to a water park, I think, this weekend, but that's more outside stuff. Congrats again on moving. I hope things go well with school. Yeah, they're going pretty good, honestly.
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward.
Where the hood at?
As far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town.
Oh no.
In the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
I went out of town last weekend, I recommend. Yeah, Pizza wants to go out of town at some point. We might do that.
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City
Where the hood at?
I have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
In the rain-swept distance,
That was weird.
above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes.
What's above?
Making you look up, and Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the
Aerostatics?
cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your
So they have
sight
airships? What's below?
collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the revolution, doors leading down to Le Royaume, the catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Thanks, Kim. Can I not get into this building? Hello? I guess not. Maybe it's too late. Wait, why can't I get into any building? That's weird. There's no way to get in from this side. Maybe there's another entrance back there. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. We've got a little more than 45 minutes before people start going to bed, so. Oh yeah, by the way, I re-downloaded Warframe. I've been considering maybe I'll do a stream of that at some point because it's a pretty chill, mindless game to play. But I used to play Warframe a lot back in like 2017. It's a lot more fun than I remember it being. And they've updated a lot since the last time that I've played. Hello, Kim? Oh, he's gonna tell me I need a flashlight. I also got some skill points. What do we got? Let's try... We'll put a point in rhetoric. Maybe empathy? Or I guess we could do shivers. I'm going to the beach next weekend. I'm excited. Ooh, I haven't been to the beach in such a long time. Oof, I really want to go. I'm really hoping that we can maybe stop in California because we're going to be going to Arizona this November. I'm hoping we can do the same thing that we did the last time we went, which is we spent the last day or two in LA. I really want to do that. We went and walked along Venice Beach. It was pretty great. High level shivers make you seem mad to the outside world. As you listen to the city, you don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With a low shivers, though, you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. And if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? Yeah, which beach are you going to? Let's see. I guess we could do interfacing again, but I don't know. Maybe... It's either hand-eye coordination or shivers. Let's do hand-eye coordination. Give me that flashlight. I'm gonna see my family in North Carolina. So is that what it is, North Carolina? So we're flying down there. I haven't seen them in a year and a half. Yeah, North Carolina.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
So what do you think of this fridge, Kim? It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs
Oh, that would be so awful if the body fell apart in our hand.
Is heavier than you expected, and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back.
Awful.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
Really? You think it's good work?
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bare fridge. This story does not leave this room.
This isn't police work, Kim. It's art. We're artists, and this was our vision.
If I were an artist, this would certainly not be my vision. I would be much, much more conservative in my work.
He's right. His work would be much more formal.
At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slightly.
Ah, I forgot about perception.
Waiting.
We should have done that one. Ooh!
Your arms reach
We
out
did
and
it!
Your eyes close, as if by their own volition.
That was a low chance of success.
You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then on the palm of your hand.
I can't believe how hard they went on the voice acting for this game. They really did. I love the thought guy. He's fantastic. What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is
Like,
silent.
I really like the narrator's cadence. It's so unique. Like, I wouldn't hear it anywhere else. But it's, like, so relaxing and deep and, like, rhythmic. It's almost like he's reading a poem. Crawl up his nostrils. Put your fingers in his mouth. Ew. Sure. That's disgusting.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Play with it. This feels right. Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, you see a hole.
Oh shit.
Barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished.
Oh damn.
No larger than
Say
0.4
fuck.
centimeters
Say
in
fuck yeah.
radius.
Keep going.
Touch it with your finger gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat.
Put
from
your
the
finger
wound.
in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth.
That's
right
so
into
gross.
His brainstem.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Push deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down
This is
your
so
wrist
bad.
as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip. Sharp serrated material. The edges cut
No,
right
no,
into
no,
the
no,
skin.
no. Now you got no, get your finger out. You cut your finger and now you're inside a corpse. Don't no. Ooh, I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be the object that is in there, stopped just short of the skull, in the
I hate it.
encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the core.
We have the makings of
We gotta go for it.
very small exit wound here.
Fish it out. Hey, we got it. We had to reach all the way inside this guy's head, though.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration. all
Whisper,
you
I
need
got
to
it.
do is-
Good.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose
That's
the
just
prize
police
between
work.
your fingers.
Who hasn't shoved their grubby little fingers into a person's skull, right?
With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of
So he
lead.
was shot in the head first.
A bullet.
Drop it in. Damn.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4.
You need to wash your
Overland
fucking hands,
wound
bro.
With an abrasion color. Soft palate. Back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Agreed.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark.
Damn, so they hung him, they shot him in the head first. Or maybe he shot himself, but I don't know. But they like hung him afterwards.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Oh, treatment?
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body after death, to hide the real cause with a false cause. In this case, this injury here.
The ligament marked the fractured hyoid bone. It was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already
Dead,
dead.
dabadoop doop.
Dead.
I love Kim. Thanks, Kim. You think so?
I did not just come up with this. I've had my doubts since you showed me the tracks, officer. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him? There is no satisfactory explanation. There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost.
Yeah.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they just shot him while they hanged him? Yeah.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it does not explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment.
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened.
I think, yes, you damn straight need to watch yourself.
You really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the whirling in rags should come in the bathroom. Be sure to make.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it.
Can't I wash my hands?
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of
You'll
the
be
day.
gone. What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Let's bag him, Kim.
All right. There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set now. May they rest in processing. Oh well, in another lifetime.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take
It would
the
just be
hands,
too
I'll take
obvious.
the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. I wouldn't even be able to wear them. There's no point to steal them. All right.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now.
All intellect
That's the
learning
feeling
caps raised by
you've
one.
been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Gonna unlock another thought thing. And internalize that thought. And then we still have another one. Well, no, we don't.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only.
Huh.
Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
What do I do with you, bullet?
The squished little thing has no idea. I know. You should find the gun that shot this bullet.
It's my friend. I'm gonna start talking to it. It will keep me company. Yes.
But bullets don't.
Bruh.
Yeah, what are you? Crazy? Bullets can't talk. They don't have emotions. A bullet can't keep you company.
Find the gun that shot it.
That sounds like something a police detective would do. First, you should learn all you can about this little guy. Then find the gun that shot it and the person that gun belongs to. He used it to kill your victim.
Neato. Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base.
What's
of
a
the bullet.
striation?
Little hairlines,
Oh.
linear. It feels
And the
standard.
core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. What's interesting about the bullet thus far?
It's a jacketed bullet. Wow, I actually know this.
A jacketed bullet, which would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzle loader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez. Very interesting. You have an unusual military-grade bullet in your hand. Now all you need is to find a gun
shit.
that could fire it.
The rifle came in handy.
A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated.
Wow, I know a lot about guns.
theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was
Who
appalling.
uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order. Back at the station, the lieutenant is standing at a counter, diligently filling out paperwork to hand over to a tired records clerk. You should share your findings with him as soon as possible.
The bullet has nothing more to say? Well, damn. That was some good shit. I don't need this fucking flashlight. I do, however, need to head over to the apartments. He runs so limply. He's running. Why? Let's see if they'll let me in. Let's hope that this doesn't lead to my death, because I don't have Kim here to back me up. Oh boy. I don't think this door was open before. Oh, actually, no. This is a different door. Okay, let's see. Up there. Oh, pry bar. Trusty pry bar. money. Oh, we can't open that. Alright, on we go. Let's see if we can get in here.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. No one looks like he isn't home.
Oh, I have to come after 2100. I gotta wait just a little bit. So we got... So I do definitely need to come back after 2100. But it's so close. I don't know if I want to... Let's see. Maybe I can read the book and it'll...
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late
King
Friesel.
Friesel.
From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns.
Kunst.
Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's
Read
note.
the editor's note.
Comrade, as you
Comrade.
know, this journal takes its name from Maslow's
Amazing.
immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way
Comrade.
the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Only 4 issues in it, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. Right?
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Well, I guess we'll read the... It's definitely interesting. Looks like it's just a communist... It's a zine. Well, we only got a minute. I like how even the books are like an interactive thing that you do. I think that's really interesting. It's I feel like if the Elder Scrolls books were like that, it would be very helpful for understanding, I guess. Like, I don't know, this style of reading things that normally would be just like boring side content in a game is pretty cool. Even though it is kind of guiding through the narrative. Come on now. Come on now. It's only 20:59. Yeah, it is pretty immersive. It's like having your own like little consciousness in the game. Come on now. I feel like it's already been a minute. I don't feel like I'm the narrator. He feels separate. Yeah. Oh my god. Can the minute pass already? Do I have to do something to make time pass? I guess I could just read more of that book. That's fine. Just do that.
The face of King Friesel
Oh,
smiles at you.
there it goes. Hey, how's it going, laddie?
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
I got your hint. Found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
What? Honestly, I'm just trying not to screw anything up.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say
Wait,
hello.
what?
Step in. He's already waiting.
Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me. You do.
What? Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday.
It does feel like the end of the week. It's so magical. The white falling against the black.
By the way, I'm really digging the view here.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one
What's
by
happening
one.
here?
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
Huh.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a thing.
What's the
for him.
relationship here? And who's this friend? Who the fuck are you? Let's see. What are we gonna... Perception. Yeah. A quarterly business magazine. Dishes soaked up in a pot. An empty ashtray. Flyers for underground parties. Cimmerian conical hat. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. +1 to logic. It's fine. Let's see. Maybe... What does it look like? That's amazing. I love it. Buckets of paint on layers of old newspaper.
You have acquired the hat. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you. My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
We'll get to that right after you tell me the story behind this black Cimmerian hat. I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy.
Oh, yes. My friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. That's really all I can tell you about it.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Is it because you did it, Mr. Villodrone?
Because I did it?
My apologies, I misspoke. I mean, what did you see?
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers. Like a drama teacher setting the scene.
Meaning it was terrifying?
No. I mean, it was so strange. I could barely believe what
That's
was happening.
fair.
I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very martinet. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanity.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8.
Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could.
Did any of them look like drummers?
Drummers? Why? No. But then...
What do drummers look like?
Drummer is supposed to look like.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Wait, so you didn't actually see the lynching happen?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor...
Were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mescat.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public...
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
You're right. That does seem strange.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else.
Can you at least tell me when it happened?
All I can say is that it was...
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Well, that was a waste of time. Those are all my questions. Thanks for your time.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the...
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international
So you're
oversight.
some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Intern is joking or
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining
Trickle-down economics.
which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
How does this benefit us exactly?
Take your daily bread, for example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Sure, give me your economy pamphlet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern.
He's talking in nonsense words.
But I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
What is this international community?
La communauté internationale is what Rivacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Huh. I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies.
Mind babies? Mind babies feels like a word that only like Elon Musk would use. Are you a moralist?
But of course.
But why?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world.
A normal, stable world. But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is...
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not...
We haven't tried real communism yet. You're telling me this world here is working out well?
It's moving towards the right direction, and that's all that matters. Progress is measured in centimeters.
Incremental change.
Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sir Leclerc.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a
wow, I said that right.
urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
Beppis.
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darlings? That can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol Sir Leclerc's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta.
Tell me about Oranje.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Which one of them is more EPIS?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS. Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur-la-Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur-la-Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS.
Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is Oranje?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
Can't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
About Oranje. Just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived.
Enough business, let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish.
Can you tell me about your friend?
My friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What's this EPIS thing you keep talking about?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Okay, but like, what does it stand for?
Why? It stands for progress and stability, like the moral inter.
No, what do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited.
You don't
to
even
take it
hear
to
the
next
words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of
It's going to be like this place here?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have
Is
transparent.
Revachol going to be a part of EPIS?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members.
Didn't you say that candidate members never become real members?
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us know? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet.
What?
It's how I came here. And my friend.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education.
I hate this guy.
Is the foundation of our future, especially the arts.
Fine, but what's his
It is
real
a
name?
cornerstone of- Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes
All the arts.
Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for our talented youth.
What are you doing in this apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view? It's dark outside.
Listen,
What? I'm not hearing anything.
the Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take a look around in this apartment.
Of course.
Oh boy. An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. A dragon silk robe. I kind of like my coat though. Okay. So it doesn't sound like we really have much of anything else. We could probably go to bed. I actually think I can put more... Let's see. No, I don't have any more skill points, but I do have chain cutters. And there was a check that I think I can re-roll now.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the door.
Nice.
So much for that goddamn chain. The lids fall to the ground on the other side. You can just go in now.
What do we got in here? Oh, wow.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it,
Take
in
the
plain
speed from the
sight,
table.
Pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture. Regular black jeans.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. a stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even.
Nothing to see here then. Well, shit. What was I supposed to do? Take down Kuno's dad, optional. I'm not gonna, well.
Bundle of clothes.
Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
Fuck this, I'm out. Fuck this, I'm out. I don't have backup.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
Hey, I'm not some sort of a peeper. What do you mean?
Nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every
I'm just browsing.
personal space. Yes, that's what it is. A quick peek here.
I just closed the door. I'm out. I'm out of here. I am not splitting the drugs with Kuno, though. I am not giving a minor drugs. Especially not amphetamines. Okay. The fuck is this over here? Money? Out of here. Stay in school, kids. Alright, we gotta find the Bull Boys. Oh, they're actually in bed. The Jamrock Shuffle. I guess now we should probably wash up because we still have blood on our hands from reaching our entire hand into a man's skull. We still haven't washed our hands. Hawthorn bushes outside. Lick it off.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting
Are
your
you
time?
Lizzie Elizabeth Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here.
That's what they do in the city.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands.
Hardy?
In her
Not
face.
yet. I had another question.
No. Talk to Titus. I suggest
Even though
you are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to
Why are you
question
so
these
aggressive?
men. I am being aggressive? Listen, you moral and unlucky. You are part of a mob, enforcing the unlawful
What?
privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you are their bodyguard.
Fair. I am a cop.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
It's cool and funny. Armed uprising.
Look, a comedian.
strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
Okay. Is this door unlocked now?
You see a heavy
Alright, let's fucking go upstairs. Elizabeth do have a point. I wonder if I'll get the chance to quit being a cop.
The door is closed.
go fucking wash ourselves.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner
I
than
want
you
to
are
live forever
right
with the
now.
corpse smell.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid.
Why am I
few
taking a bath with beer
bobbing
cans?
Up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Take the beer cans out.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now.
Alright. Can I open this with a pry bar? I cannot. Can I open this? What's that on the floor? Empty cassette case. Dooty dooty doo. Dooty dooty doo. Alright, I guess we'll just fucking go to bed.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting.
Sleep time, sleep time.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming.
Limbic system, why are you so weird?
But you can't go. No. You have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating.
Brother man.
Brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver.
Oh no, liver damage.
As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm sorry, cells. It's all me. It's my fault. It's all the system's fault. The system failed me.
Yes, your body is a system, and it's failing you because you're failing it.
I'm an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay.
Okay.
The Wonder Maker.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat
Rock
off
and roll.
as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll, my dudes. I've got the kitty boy on my lap. Oh boy. Am I good? I've got liver damage. I've got liver damage.
The door is closed. Still, this door.
Alright, let's go see if Kim came back. Hey, it's Kim!
Yes?
We're just not gonna talk about anything?
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
Alright then.
Can I help
About my
you?
bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
I have this giant novelty check.
You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny. But this establishment only takes cash. Now, do you have that cash?
Freight, near the gates. They'll exchange.
Oh boy.
Then why are you wasting...
We gotta go cash a check. Who's this guy?
Hi, gendarme.
Oh shit.
Another rendezvous.
Hi.
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't. He's a government. I didn't like him as much as I like you.
Oh, shoot. Why not?
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. To his opportunities in Occident, Sir Leclerc. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
Are they fucking? Livers are meant to be damaged. You're just giving it practice. What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
You're so sexy. What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes
What was he
wear.
saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely
Thanks for
Oranese.
the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
About this hat I'm wearing.
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
Thanks, it's like carrying a piece of you with me. I took it to blend in. I'm undercover, you see.
Blend in where? At Carnival.
Okay, let's... What is it about the way he carries himself? Oof.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical
No.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Okay, we just need to level up our shit. What was it? Was it volition? No, it was composure. Okay. Okay. Play around the biscuits.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I just found a bullet in the hangman's head.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
The fuck? What?
I guess it's a little logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
Did you guys shoot him? Sure, let's go. Let's get dramatic.
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as
a kid.
And his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you know.
Don't worry, we will figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you
Morning
want it
beer.
wide open, but there's a little crack in there somewhere.
I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit.
You ain't
The
got
locals would
shit.
never come to you.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then.
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his
Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy boy.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this
I'd
question.
imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness said he saw two people of Arapagite descent and one Mesk.
Arapagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. We were all
The
there.
witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed.
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know.
Why aren't they immediately arrested for admitting to hanging this guy?
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Great witness.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you.
What are you talking about, madman? Or what?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think...
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
Oh boy.
It has to be good if he won't let you.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this.
This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of
What
your
the
head.
fuck?
Good. We are all watching each other.
I feel like I already
There's
did
no
that
point to
conversation
pushing
before.
further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more.
I guess let's talk to her, see if she has anything different to say.
I've got nothing to say.
Are you
to
the Hardy girl?
What? I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything.
Even a mod?
Mhm.
Glenn, I went to law school.
Okay. Who are these guys?
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Last couple of days have been rough.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been...
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something strange about this guy. Figure it out.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good.
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not...
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned. I'm not busy, you're not busy, let's just play around. Do you have a crime to solve? Where's the voice acting? Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes, and let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
You seem like a bit of a drag. Like partners in crime, or...?
No, because in this thought experiment, we are police officers. In a police station. We don't do crimes, we're not crime pros.
Come on, stop it.
Who else is here in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is he? Who is the far-out son of Lung? Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. He winks at you sarcastically. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Want to tell me more about him, or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lung.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man. Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it
I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that
Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a sack of shit?
Exactly.
Now, will you answer some questions for me?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn
You don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things? Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. It turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well...
Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Okay, then see you around.
Watch out for yourself.
Damn. Who is this guy?
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I guess it was kind of weird, yes.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I would ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that.
Okay.
Okay?
Jean, he said okay.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop.
Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise?
Cop work.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
Oh, God.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on, you're a patrol officer of the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere. But if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything all right? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Why? I bring word of the end to come. Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me.
Something changes in her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course.
What?
Preposterous.
This is so confusing.
You would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad?
So what precinct are you from?
That's not.
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Oh my God.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something.
Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He seems like a cool guy.
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries. Unlike you.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You're the police, right? Cool. So am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything.
This is so sad. Wait, is he police?
Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Okay.
What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are...
A policewoman.
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Okay, goodbye. That's so fucking weird. Okay, I'm actually starting to get a little tired. So I think I'll probably call it here at the beginning of this day. But we will be back at it tomorrow at 8 p.m. as usual. Thank you guys for being here and chilling with me during Disco. This is a really chill game to play. I like sitting around and just going through the conversations. It's kind of like having things to talk about. Like, I don't know. It's just chill. It's got a nice vibe. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with some more Disco at 8. I hope you guys have a good start to your weekend. And also, I hope you guys have a good Memorial Day, even though I'll see you guys again before this Memorial Day. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good 3-day weekend, hopefully, if you don't have to work. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.